for the rest of the night. So figured I'll get going here. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for a nice full attendance for this kickoff call for Show Me Your TDs 2022. Got to lead off with some recognition for the champion, Mike White. Mike White is the third repeat champion with the Show Me Your TDs League. Always kind of in the mix, was able to break across the finish line this year. So congrats to Mike. Heavily assisted by a strong to very strong wide receiver core. Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, among others. So congrats to Mike.
Thank you, Commissioner.
In terms of financials, nothing has really changed at all. The payment due date will be it'll pretty much be 1, 2, 3, 4 come August 27th. There will be a payment due date. Draft order establishment, keeper elections, and then the draft. I think that's how we did it last year as well. I don't think there's going to be any COVID problems this year. I don't think. So I don't think we'll be dealing with DQs or canceled games, but covering ourselves with that line there at the bottom. But everything else has pretty much been unchanged. If folks want to change payouts, we could always talk about that. But yeah, if nothing else, no feedback on that. It'll be the same as last year. For drafting's still going to be on Yahoo like it always is. Keeper format's the same. It is 1 keeper round or 1 year of keepers for up to 2 draft picks from the prior year. So any player who was kept for the draft last year obviously will be entered back into the draft pool for this year. That involves all trades with draft picks as well. If you traded a keeper, it doesn't matter if you traded them or not. If you traded them or received them, they were a keeper last year, they cannot be kept this year. I didn't include anything about trading draft picks, but I do have a full log of it. And my understanding is that it will just be up to me to enter in who has what picks going into next year. Again, when you traded draft picks last year, you needed to give up one in addition to getting one. It had to remain at 1-to-1 because there needs to be the same amount of draft picks, obviously. Can't remove or add picks, but I will follow up on that closer to the draft. Draft is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, August 30th. I know that runs pretty close to the Doug wedding, the Wilkins wedding. So, let me know if that may be an issue. I know I'll be leaving the 31st, so that'll work for me. But yeah, let me know if, open to change there. I think that's right around same day last year. Same day as last year. In terms of draft order, I have no plan to change the baseball game format. I actually looked at the 28th on Sunday for August, and there are some pretty evenly matched games in that on that slate for that day. So no real maybe only 1 or 2 blowouts that I saw looking at the schedule in terms of over under. I bet they're all going to be kind of in the same wheelhouse. So could be an opportunity. As I mentioned, 27th through the 30th is kind of when everything kicks off. Pending feedback. Announce keepers to group me on midnight of the due date, obviously. And yeah, I missed the date. I knew I'd miss one. 2022 draft. It's Tuesday, August 30th, not 2021. One non-voting change to the league. I'm going to drop a bench player. I think we added a bench player maybe a year or 2 ago. due to COVID. So I will roll that back. Personally, I'd want to take 2 bench players off, but I feel like that would potentially be a point of contention. So let folks decide if they want to vote on that or not. I wouldn't do that on my own. I figured one was plenty. No one would bitch over 1. Everything else pretty similar. Trade deadline, there was some back and forth on that. It's currently the Saturday of week 11. Some folks saw that as a little early. Some saw it as just right. And I don't know if anyone thought about it as late. It was made week 11 to kind of curb the great veto war from 2020. So everyone remembers that. That was a outcome from that, moving the trade deadline up. But we're a year older, year more mature. I think open to move that as well. If folks want to vote on it, or if they don't care, just let me know.
What was it
Auction
last
waiver
year?
rules. Sorry, what was that?
What was it last year? You said?
So it was week 11.
Okay. Yeah.
Some folks saw that as a little early, but I don't know. I don't really care. There were only 9 trades last year anyways.
Fellas,
Oh,
what's up? I apologize for my tardiness.
it's quite all right. Ran a recording, so you can catch up. 0.5 PPR, IR spot, everything else, not really too crazy there. Vote. So I mentioned you can bring anything you want up for a vote, and I'll throw it on to GroupMe sometime this month or next month, but continues to be feedback on the need for quicker trades. As I mentioned, there were only 9 last year. For a 12-team league, that's pretty light, in my opinion. So willing to talk about. What was that?
Said I disagree that 9 trades is light.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, maybe I guess, subjective. I think some folks really care about the velocity of not having to wait 2 days for a trade to process, which is fair.
Yeah, I think they should be faster too.
24 hours, all you need.
Dude, I think it should be like 2 hours or 3 hours.
No,
Like
then
Saturday.
people can look at it.
Through.
It's on the lowest setting right now for league votes, so it would have to be, in order to make it go any faster, you'd have to kind of give me the keys, or we'd have to establish some sort of review there, something like that. Point being, I think people want commission approval, but I'll let folks vote on that. Last year we increased the veto votes to 6 due to the great veto war of 2020. So that's out there. I don't plan on changing that. But I'm in a fantasy baseball league with commission approval, and it seems to work pretty well. But
Slideshow.
Oh, sure.
Oh wow. I don't like that.
That was good. That was good content.
The boys are painting the town red.
Yeah.
Ditto.
Blake, I believe there was a.
You see me, see me.
Is that Goose on the line?
What's up, Ross?
What's up, boys? Blake, I
Going on?
believe there was some discussion about late last year about not locking rosters when people either don't make the playoffs and or get eliminated. Do you know where we landed on that? Are we going to put that up for a vote?
What's that for, though?
Writing that down.
What's your proposal?
I would vote for no locking of the rosters, regardless of if you're in or out, with the thinking that it's a keeper league. If you wanted to, drop players, pick up
So
players, if you wanted to,
The finalists could engage in trading with the
No,
cellar dweller.
I would probably restrict trading.
Got it.
But I mean,
You're saying
if you
free
wanted to pick
agents
up a
would.
play- Yeah, free agents. I just think it's a little unfair if like
I agree with
if
that.
a guy gets hurt and
I
you've
think
got
that-
a bunch of waiver wire.
Because
Yeah.
if I've got Devontae Adams and I can't keep him, well, I'm going to drop him because I'll pick up someone I can keep on the waiver wire. Then someone who's in the playoffs is going to pick him up.
Mm.
That's a dangerous scheme.
And Whitey's definitely going to have Devontae Adams. So
Yeah. I
So
don't
I
know.
then
think that would be
restrict
kind
it.
of fun. I welcome that anarchy. I'd
You
love
could
to,
restrict
I'd love for
dropping
another great
keepers.
veto war.
It'd make the veto bucks a lot more important. Or not the veto bucks, the
Waiver dollars.
yeah,
Yeah, but you hate to have such a difference maker
waiver
be
bucks.
that. I mean, if someone drafts well all year and then at the end they pick up, CMC and Cooper Kupp because they were dropped.
You just restrict the guys that were kept. You can't drop them. If you're out of the playoffs, you can't drop those guys.
Yeah,
Mm,
but I wouldn't do all.
Hmm.
Like, you could still drop someone you drafted in the first round because you'd never keep in the first round. Like a Joe Mixon or a guy that's good but not top tier.
talking
You gotta
about
draft
Egan's
better.
team.
Ross, your pitch is falling flat right now. Does anyone else feel? I'll keep it on the list.
think we can-
But does anyone else feel strongly about not locking rosters when the playoffs start?
I mean, I kind of agree with it a little bit.
If you want to keep your transactions alive, you got to make the dance. That's the way
I
I
mean,
feel.
look who you're talking to, dude. Like I have, guys, don't forget, I have 2 first-round picks this year, so you guys are fucked.
Fitz does have a heap of picks, but will he do anything with it? That's a different
Dude,
question.
call me the Orlando Magic.
Oh, you-
boy.
Sammy Watkins.
I'm taking Sammy Watkins first overall.
Just close
Fitz,
your
you
eyes
change
and
your
throw
last
the
name
dart,
to Haas?
Fitz.
You
Lake's like, let's reel this back in. Let's get this between the rails here for a minute, please.
you already talked about the 2 things I cared about. The bench spots decreasing. I'm personally gonna vote that we lose another one. And
Wow. Okay.
Wait, is that even up for vote?
Bench spots has to go down.
he said it already decreased one
Okay,
spot,
perfect.
and I want to decrease it again.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not
Oh, so you're
decreasing again?
proposing another one.
I thought everybody wanted that to go down.
Yeah, and it is.
Oh, okay. Again this year.
Yeah, so it's going from 7 to 6.
Okay, perfect. I'm good.
And I'm gonna want to vote for it to go down to 5. I think that'll get more trades.
It's called the double down approach, I believe.
I'm
Yes.
cool with 6. We don't have to boil the ocean here.
And then the other one was extending the trade deadline because that's why I felt like I had to
I feel like it should be Thanksgiving
trade for
Eve.
this year so early.
Like trade deadline should be Thanksgiving Eve. I feel like that's a good, perfect time.
Currently, it's the Saturday of week 11. I don't know where that falls in terms of dates, but I can look it up.
It's not even 2/3 of the way through the season.
All right, Conti, we're all not mathematicians here. How many
I just
games?
think it's
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's
Actually,
early.
it's actually more than 2/3 of the way through.
No.
But he missed the CFO.
10 weeks out of 14.
Whitey, did you hit that driver yet?
Not yet. I've got to get 9 degree. I got the 10.5. I fucked up.
Oh man, I
We're
can't
gonna
wait.
do-
You're gonna hit that thing like literally 450 yards.
Can't wait to swing it.
Oh man, can't wait to see you swing it at Pinehurst.
Yeah.
It's gonna be absolutely nuclear.
Yeah. I can't wait
Yeah.
for that.
So Thanksgiving is the week is week 12. So it would be 1 week later if we were to go with that.
Let's do 1 week later.
Okay. I'll
And then
maybe that can be
then there's
another vote.
what? How many weeks after that? So there's week 12 and week 13, and then the playoffs start week 14.
Week 15,
Yeah.
14. I think.
Playoffs are 15, I think, right?
because the NFL season's 17 now.
Oh,
not
you're right. It's
18,
I
not
think
17.
it's 15.
Yep.
So it's 3 weeks after that.
Cool.
I think that's good. Week 12.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure someone will complain whether on the call or not, but okay.
If Hagen was here, he'd complain.
Well, I won't even put that to a vote. I'll just make it the week 12.
Thanksgiving Eve, I feel like that's epic. You're rolling to like Thanksgiving dinner. It's like my team's locked and loaded.
Yeah.
Yep.
Agreed.
I feel like that's awesome.
Or your season's over, I guess it depends.
I mean, yeah, if history's telling anybody anything.
Mm,
Blake, something I was interested in is changing interceptions to -2 instead of -1.
interceptions, you said.
Yep.
Disagree.
So an interception right now, and I believe a fumble is also -2.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Tree? You want to decrease it?
Less points?
Make it so interceptions are worse for you. Make it -2, like a fumble. It's just an idea.
Oh, so they're -1 right now. Make them go to -2.
Make
Yeah.
turnover consistently -2.
Are we gonna put up for a vote last place or last couple place finishers dish out more money? I know
Oh,
that's a Whitey favorite.
I was waiting on that.
I'm in with that. You got to double down to get back in.
What?
I think that's fair. What is it? $150?
It's 150.
Yep.
All right, so you got to play 300 to get back. I feel like that's pretty good.
But where's that cash go? Just back into the pool? Goes to third place?
I don't know. Split it evenly between the winner and the asshole punishment for the next year.
I like to tier it all the way. Either it's 9 through 12, or you could do 7 through 12, or some kind of punishment for the bottom, potentially bottom half, or maybe bottom quarter of the league, bottom
No,
third of
it's all about dead last.
the dead last will pay more.
Yeah.
If you did 150, you do second to last pays 125, third to last pays 100, fourth to last pays 75. Just keep going
Yeah,
down.
we talked about that. Eliminate the late season antics, right?
Right.
Okay.
Incentivization.
That wouldn't.
Negative.
I mean, to be completely honest, it's not going to slow me down from doing anything. So
Then you can't lock their rosters, right?
Right.
Or do you?
No, you don't lock rosters regardless until end of regular season.
And then where you are at that point is where your monetary punishment comes into play.
Right. Playoffs would have no implication on that kind of payout system.
But to Fitz's point, like if he's only going to lose another $25, he doesn't
Who
give
cares?
a crap if he drops like Zeke.
I feel like monetary punishments under $100 mean nothing to this group.
What would be like 150, 125, 100 for the
I
bottom?
feel like you just got to slap last place because that's for pride. I feel like you just got to keep it simple.
So it's the license plate and a monetary punishment. I'm fine with that.
Dude, license plate, and you got to double down to stay in the league.
Okay.
That license plate's still on PC's car.
I mean, I haven't heard from PC in 3 months. He could be dead. Like, I don't. That card could be at the bottom of the harbor. I have no idea.
He must be working on immensity.
Oh,
There's some
dude,
truth. There's some truth to that.
he's got a C-level title now. He's better than all of us.
Mm. Okay. Well,
Just man.
enough about PC. Sounds like we got a few extra votes that I can put together.
When are
Locking
we gonna-
rosters, no
when are we gonna do
locking, extra bench spot, interceptions, fumbles, pay to get back in potentially, and along with the commish rules. So it's a hearty
Let-
ballot.
You said less bench spot, not more bench spot.
Right. Yeah. Less.
When are we gonna do the draft? Before Doug's wedding?
30th. Oh, 30th.
So yeah, it's gonna be like the 4-day gauntlet.
Can we do the
kind of as
31st
usual.
Or the 29th, one
or
of
the
the two.
29th? Either one.
I-
Just not
got
the
a big-
30th.
Yeah, I got a big golf banquet that night.
It's my dad's birthday is the 30th.
29th is cool with me.
Oh, happy birthday. No, yeah, it's tentative. We can slide it.
Let's do the 29th.
I'd be more. Yeah, I'll be traveling Wednesday.
You
so okay,
You said you're traveling Wednesday or Monday?
Wednesday.
Okay, so let's do Monday.
Okay, anyone hate
Does
Monday?
Monday works great.
Fine with that.
All right, so Monday August 29th.
Full
Eight
plate of proposals, boys. What is this? The SEC?
Hey, Lake,
It's the
Even
new
though-
Big East tourney.
Lake, even though fifth down, I'd like to still propose to a vote 10 through 12. Pay 150, 125, and 100 to the first, second, third place finishers of the regular season.
Right. Yeah, I have a like
So
that.
Make a Wish Kid Olympics.
When I said pay double, it was a net statement for
This
Pay.
is where
paying for
Classic.
failure. Yeah.
Dude, if I don't make the playoffs this year with two first round picks, drag me out behind the barn and put a bullet in me.
you know who you're keeping?
Nobody.
Wow.
Maybe one. Going
Okay,
in clean
PC.
slate. New
That's a
team
bad
name.
start.
New team name. We're the Houston Texans of like 2002.
A lot of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Fitz,
well,
is the kitchen done?
98%.
Let's get a little peek.
stop
see?
recording.
You guys see right now?